Hello, Times Cryptic, let's go. Dusty place in Massachusetts. Nope. Soldiers do it, showing aggression towards the fuddy-duddy. Nope. Region of darkness, initially unnerving, doctor and artist. Well, initially looks like an instruction to take the initial letter of unnerving, which is U. Region of darkness beginning with U. Nope. Rational boxer inspired by others in charge. Well, in charge is usually or often IC. Boxer is often alley. Yeah, so this is realistic. Realistic means rational. Boxer is Ali, as in Muhammad Ali. Inspired or included by others, by rest, and then in charge is IC. Sailors genuinely take in directions obscurely. Well, sailors is often AB for able-bodied seaman. That would be sailor, so sailors. Yeah, and this is abstrusely. So sailors, ABS, genuinely, truly, taken directions, taken S and E, compass directions. That gives abstrusely, which means obscurely. Set on getting a rise, this is gel. To gel is to set. On is leg in terms of cricket, the game of cricket. The on side is the leg side. Getting a rise is a reversal indicator. Rebels hip and knees ultimately needing speedy action. Yeah, I think this is insurgent. So an insurgent is a rebel. Hip is in, as in trendy. Knees ultimately is the ultimate letter of knees. Needing speedy action, urgent. Now, is there enough in one across? Soldiers do it, showing aggression towards the fuddy-duddy. No. Bad-tempered woman, mostly, showing perspicacity. Yeah, this is shrew. So a shrew is a bad-tempered woman. Showing perspicacity is shrewd and mostly tells us to ignore the last letter. Sing rhythm and blues principally, visiting most of country. This is warble. So to warble is to sing. Rhythm and blues principally are the initial letters of rhythm and blues, R and B. Visiting most of country, visiting most of Wales. High flyer seen in southern Ecuador. This is ern. An ern is, I think, a sea eagle, and high flyer is just a way of referring to a bird. And seen in is a hidden indicator, so beginning with the E of southern, we can read ern. Member of Royal House, reforming rascal at inn. This is Lancastrian. So the Lancastrians were a royal house in England, hence a member of Royal House, and reforming is an anagram indicator for rascal at inn. Prevaricators return makes us complain vehemently. Wow. I think this is rail. Is a prevaricator a liar? Well, I think they must be, and return is a reversal indicator, and to rail is to complain vehemently. Slight doubt as to whether prevarication is lying. Yeah, I don't know that. Leaving gallery, think about king's dog. I think this is corgi. So think is cogitate, gallery is tate. So cogitate, leaving out tate is coggi, about king, about R. R stands for rex, Latin for king. That gives corgi, which is a dog. Wicked action, caught it in a historical war site. Wow, there's going to be quite a few historical war sites. Wicked action. What could that be? Vice, sin. Caught could be C, the cricketing abbreviation. Yeah, I think C is caught. It is probably it. And therefore I think the wicked action is the definition. So the historical war site is a 5-letter word, including C and it. Wicked action. No, not getting that. Letter of introduction. Lad in Crete. Recycled. I think this is credential. So a credential is a letter of introduction. Recycled is an anagram indicator for lad in Crete. Joy of English language once. Gripping head of Oundle. Well, head of Oundle is probably just the initial letter, O, in which case the definition is joy. English is E, the abbreviation, or ENG. Language once. No, not getting that, and that would have given us the first letter for 22 across. Half of guys, slip up badly, meeting a terrorist. So I think half of guys tells us to take either GU or YS, and then badly is an anagram indicator for slip up, and either GU or YS plus A, with the definition being a terrorist. And it's absolutely not that at all because there's no E in the letters I've mentioned. Okay. Great man out in broadcast debate. Nope. A US prosecutor, female, this is Ada. A is A, US prosecutor is DA for district attorney, and Ada is a female, simply by dint of being a girl's name. Like caretaker's duties. Girl at Oxford College picked up. This is janitorial. So janitorial means like a caretaker or like caretaker's duties. Picked up is a homophone indicator, and Oriel is an Oxford College. So if the girl is Janet, Janet and Oriel sounds like janitorial. Rumpus, when old books disappear from Ulster Castle. Well, I think we're looking for a 7-letter Ulster Castle. Ulster is an area in Northern Ireland. Either an area in Northern Ireland or another word for Northern Ireland. I think it's the former. Old books, probably OT or NT for Old and New Testament. Not getting that. Foresees losing first to bulls. Well, both bulls and foresees end in S, so the answer probably ends in S. Let me just revisit 21 down. Rumpus, when old books disappear from Ulster Castle. Yeah, this is storm. So a storm is a rumpus. The Ulster Castle is Stormont. And old is O and books is NT. So O and NT away from Stormont leaves storm, which is a rumpus. Now, does the M help? Great man out In broadcast debate. No. Wow. Okay, well, all of the unsolved clues are still connected, and there are several I haven't looked at. Reportedly unproductive. Bodily vessel. This is vein. So reportedly is a homophone indicator. Unproductive is vein, spelt V-A-I-N. That sounds like V-E-I-N as a bodily vessel. Old man committing robbery and going to pieces. Yeah, this is panicking. So old man is pa, just another word for father. Committing robbery is nicking, and then panicking means going to pieces. Ow, surely. Great man out in broadcast debate. Yeah, this is argument something. Let's try argumentation. And broadcast is an anagram indicator for great man out in. Yeah, and I think that works. And argumentation is debate. Great. More crossing letters. Joy. Well, joy is elation. Does the word play support this? English is E. Language once is Latin. Gripping head of oondle, gripping O. Wicked. Action. Caught it in a historical war site. Okay, so A, I think, is A. The historical war site is now a four-letter word, precisely the four letters we don't have. And the whole word means wicked action. Yeah, atrocity. Fantastic. So atrocity is wicked action. Caught is C. It is it in a historical war site, Troy. In classical times, there was a war in Troy. Half of guys slip up badly. Well, I think this is gorilla because it fits the letter pattern and means terrorist. So half of guys is a reference to GU, half of the word guys. Slip up is to commit an error. Badly is ill, meeting A next to A. That gives gorilla. Great, lots of letters in 13 across. Disconcerting, having shot on green imminent. This is off-putting. So off-putting means disconcerting. Having shot on green, well, in golfing terms, a shot on green is putting. Imminent. Off. Having shot on green. A shot on green is a putt. Imminent is a reference to the phrase in the offing. So putt in the offing gives off-putting, which means disconcerting. Fantastic. All of the unsolved clues are connected. So let's see if we can make progress. Foresees losing first two bulls. Foresees. Losing first two, I think, tells you to have a word for foresees and remove the first two letters. And then we're looking for a six-letter word meaning bulls. Nope. Dusty place in Massachusetts. Yes, this is Springfield. So Dusty Springfield was a singer. So Dusty is the definition. And Springfield must be a place in Massachusetts, but I don't know that. However, I'm confident the answer is correct. Foresees is predicts. Losing first two without P and R, that gives edicts, which are bulls. A papal bull is an edict from the Pope, for example. Now let me do my very quick typo squiz so that any remaining errors I own. All the acrosses look good. Yeah, down's looking good. Great. Just the final push. 15 minutes down. Dog's bed, originally inapt, outside New Jersey. This is Basenji. So a Basenji is a breed of dog. Bed originally tells us to take the initial letter of bed. Inapt is, well, New Jersey is NJ. Bed is not, this isn't to be read as bed originally giving B, it's to be read as bed, base, and then originally tells us to take the initial letter of inapt. So base plus I about NJ gives Basenji. Now, soldiers do it, square bashing. Showing aggression, bashing towards the fuddy-duddy, towards the square. Copy, card game, briefly. Nope. Offensive verse, entering fashionable area. A Swiss town. Gosh. Verse is surely V, the abbreviation. Entering fashionable, in. I must know this. Offensive verse, entering fashionable area. No, not getting that. And this U doesn't look helpful because we knew pretty much that it began with U because of initially unnerving. Doctor. So doctor is DR, GP, MO, MB. Yes, Bachelor of Medicine. And artist is RA. That gives Umbra, which is a region of darkness. B looks helpful. Copy, card game, briefly. Well, to copy is to crib. Yeah, and the card game is cribbage, which briefly, I think crib is perhaps an abbreviation for, or a short form for cribbage. Great, just one clue to go. Offensive. Verse. And an offensive is an invasion. Verse is V, entering fashionable, in, area, A, Swiss town. Sion, a Swiss town? Really? Wow, I've not heard of that, and that might mean this is wrong. Offensive. Verse is V, surely, and V probably is in third place rather than later. Because fashionable is in, and there's nothing to tell us that verse goes later. So V entering fashionable, area surely A. So the only letters in doubt are S and O. Offensive. I'm just going to mentally run through this letter and then draw stumps. No, I think this has to be correct. I just haven't heard of Sion. So there we go. Every clue solved. Every clue explained. No empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. I was just waiting for a pink square to appear. An orange square just indicates that's the last square which you had clicked on, but a pink square is an error. So invasion is correct. And wow, what a fantastic puzzle. I loved it. Certainly a wide range of vocabulary and general knowledge, which is precisely what you are looking for in the Times crossword. And new things as well. I mean, obviously you need a certain level of knowledge and vocabulary to do the Times crossword, but I find almost every day there's some new fact or meaning which I become aware of, and certainly Sion for Switzerland. I shall be Googling that straight after this video. So many thanks to the setter of this puzzle, who is, as always, anonymous by convention, and the editor of the Times for bringing us this beautiful crossword. In terms of the snitch, I would say that's probably in the 80s. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next Times.